It requires less education than you might expect to become a brain surgeon. All you really need is a high skull diploma. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Happy Tuesday, and welcome to our first spooky game of October. This will be a blind playthrough. First playthrough, we're going to play Decap Attack on the Sega Genesis. I know basically nothing about this game. So, I've gathered that it appears to be a platformer from what I've seen out of the demo out of the corner of my eye. And it was suggested to me that it's quite difficult, so we'll see. But welcome in. I hope you're all well, my friends. Thank you for being here tonight. We've got Dead Zergling first in chat, followed by Sparrow the Dragoon with a resub. Sparrow, thank you very much for 52 months. It's almost a year. Thank you also for the song, Sparrow. I didn't get a chance to listen to it. I definitely want to. I'm very excited for it. I'm just my time is largely not my own. But I'm very, very excited to see what you've done and to share it with the stream. Thank you for that, Sparrow. Unlock this emote, so I want to get my non-money's worth. I mean, it is a pretty nice emote. EpiPen, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Mile Hyrule, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's another Genesis game, Sparrow, so maybe you'll hear something you like. This looks like a hoot. I reckon I've seen you play this. No, I've never played this one. Whenever Frownie isn't playing Dragon Slayer, I'm in a better mood, EpiPen says. Me too, EpiPen. Just a little something I whipped up yesterday, Sparrow says. Well, I'll give it a listen. I'll give it a listen soon, and we'll debut it here. Love the music so far. It's reminding me of the excitement I got from the Sonic games back in the day. Well, let's press some buttons. We've got options. Let's check them out. Oh, no. So, I mean, I guess I could turn my lives down, but that's not technically a difficulty select. Window. Punch and jump. Jump on the C button? I guess. I don't know what window is. Alright, well, I'm not going to mess with the controls. I'm not going to mess with the controls just yet. I think this was on 2, right? We'll just leave it at default. Decap Attack, starring Chuck D. Head. I don't understand this character. He's holding a skull, but he's got eyes in his chest, and I don't know if that's a knight's visor or if that's a part of the castle in the background. Let's dive in. What did that say? I can't read that font. What? Alright, well, I don't know about turning around. What is... It's every time I turn around, it does that. That's my main attack? Oh, no. Use the cursor and choose an item. Oh. Use ask. But what? This is the number of Chuck's remaining lives. Hang on to this one. You won't believe what it'll do when you complete this round. Do I want these explained to me, or do I just want to... Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about that for now. Oh! 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 Hang on, it comes back automatically? Oh, that was an accident. Alright, there doesn't appear to be a run button. Oh, first enemy. Oh! Oh! No, I didn't get him! There we go. Alright, victory. It really looks like I can jump on these clouds, doesn't it? Why did you choose this game? Halloween. Spooky. Alright, well the enemies... Thank goodness there doesn't look like there's a timer. The enemies just respawn constantly. This is going to be annoying. Leap of faith? I can jump on the tree? Oh, only if it has a thing on the top. Oh. I've been playing Arkham City. Have not played the Arkham games. Oh, that collapses. Batman on the NES is pretty good, though. What? Hang on. Okay, I'll hold the button for a higher bounce. I don't know that I really like this attack mechanic. I feel like it's going to prove to be very difficult to use. Okay, I don't know what my objective is. The bridge, never mind. I was about to be indignant that the enemies respawn, but the bridge doesn't. But it did partially respawn. But then again, I don't know why it partially respawned. I think I just got an item. I got 2 items. One sip of this will extend your reach and strengthen your punch. Let's go for it. That's probably temporary, so I probably won't go for it right yet. One sip of this and you'll move faster and jump higher. Okay. I think I'll be saving most of these. This will wipe out every enemy in sight. Alright, well, I mean, we might as well hear it the rest of them are. This will make you immune to attacks for a 10-second period. This will let you control a powerful ball of light that's effective when used against boss enemies. Okay, that's the boss weapon. It's very once you get the dialogue scrolling, it's very difficult to back out. The graphics are a fine line between cartoon detail and randomly generated junk textures. This will freeze enemy movement for a 10-second period. To be fair, it is a game called Decap Attack. I don't know what that's in reference. I don't know what we're being fair about. I don't know what that's in reference to. Or which comment that follows up on. Oh, please. I didn't know if this was going to be like a Mario flagpole situation or what was going on here. It was in reference to you not liking the attack very much. If the word attack is in the title and then I don't care for the attack, then I'm in bad shape, right? Maybe it'll grow on me. You know me, the constant optimist. Rayman, but with your head. Rip. Okay. There goes the Deathless run. Oh, that life selector in the options is not... I thought that was number of lives. That's how much health you get per attempt. So that is kind of a difficulty selector. Just like... basically Splatterhouse rules. Alright, well, if I like the game, then maybe I'll give it a one-heart playthrough afterward. I lucked out by not recognizing it as a difficulty selector, and now I have an excuse. Whee! I thought that was, like, kind of what that was supposed to do. I don't have my little skull buddy. Since I lost that life, so things have become more difficult. I mean, not that you would notice, since I see now I'm speedrunning the game, but since we already passed through once. Okay, so what got me, really, was... Oh, we got one of those, coins that I won't believe what it does. What got me is that if you take damage in the air, you fall straight down, and then I couldn't manipulate my trajectory to get away from the... This is the goal? It's just says 1-1 goal? That's not the most creative. Is it just me, or is the aesthetic very inconsistent? I don't know. Nothing is sticking out to me too much. So, the other clouds I can't stand on, but these clouds I can. What? A lot of this game can be forgiven since the music is good, Zergling says. I do kind of like this tune. It's feels like a Castlevania song. Now, I thought there was... Oh, wait a moment. We've got to... You can mash the jump button to slowly descend. Hang on, I kind of like this. That seems potentially... I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of that. Oh, in fact. Oh. I don't know. I couldn't tell if the jump was supposed to be forced there or not. Ah! Oh, no. Arrows from the side. Alright, that's fun. It looks like there's something... There could be something in here. Yeah, another... Oh. Item. I hope I can earn some extra lives at some point. Oh no, I've taken damage, and I've lost my friend. Come back. Ah, oh, I see. That is how we will climb. Hey, Aiden, welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome to Decap Attack. Tried this once. Don't remember if I liked it. How is it? So far, so good. I'm not really crazy about our attack capabilities, which I just said bodes unwell for a game with attack in the title. Shoutouts to Yaden, another super chill, super friendly retro streamer. I very recently got to drop in for some Mario Kart 64 on Yaden's stream. Decap mediocre attack. The characters could be in Mega Man, Sparrow says, but then we have skull trees. Yeah, alright, so the like primary enemy with the arrow on his head, I did think kind of looked like Met from Mega Man. I was thinking of Mega Man right away, but I mean, my character is kind of a goofy cartoon, so what was that? That sure seems special. You can save the island with this one? Was that mandatory that I find that? Or is that how I save my progress? There's not a load option. Maybe that's a continue. The background does look rather flat. Like, I don't get the impression, and I don't know why it is, but staring at this background, I don't really get the impression that this is mountains with a sky behind it. Like, this feels like a flat backdrop. I think because there's no scrolling, there's no parallax. It all just scrolls as one solid block, so it... Oh, no. Decap a flat? Oh. Hey, Buddha Fingers, welcome in. Someone should have really told you this isn't the right time of year to play this game, Buddha says. Right now, it's fall behind, not spring ahead. Very well done, very well done. The fallback is my favorite part about daylight savings time. People talk about how, like, they think we should get rid of daylight savings time, and I'm all for getting rid of the spring forward, but I think we need to keep the fallback. I like having that extra hour of night every year. It'd be interesting to see the later levels. I mean, that's the idea. That's my plan is to hang in there for him. Hopefully. I do like the movement in this game generally. Like I've been less than enthusiastic about the attack, but like jumping and running around feels okay. Our character's got like kind of a Sonic thing where momentum builds automatically. There's not a run button. This weird thing that happens when you change directions, I don't know about that. It's kind of it's just weird. I don't know what to make of it yet. I do like this flutter jump a lot. I think this has a lot of potential. So there's definitely a lot to well, I mean, I guess I can't really say a lot. My throat is not cooperating with me. I was gonna say there's a lot to like, but I haven't seen a lot of the game, so there's some to like. Cartoon Network used to run a 25-hour Scooby-Doo marathon every fall. I like that. I like running a 25-hour marathon for daylight savings. If I were the type to do 24-hour streams, I would do a 25-hour stream every year. That sounds like a great tradition. Oh, boss time. Let's go. I don't understand this boss's character model. Now I understand it even less. Oh no, I lost my friend. Oh, I can jump on that. Oh, I'm not dead. Ah! He's golden. That's interesting. Normally a boss, like, turns red as they take damage. I've never seen a boss turn gold. Victory? Was that it? But... Whew. Let's go. Easy game. I feel like I'm rushing past some stuff. I kind of flew... Ooh, secret? Oh, come on, extra life. Extra health, not quite extra life. I kind of feel like I rushed past a lot of stuff with my flutter kick. I wonder if I... Right now, I don't know if I should leave the level or if I should explore the level. Alright, tell you what, I found one coin. I'm going to call that a successful exploration, and I'm just going to leave. Let's not push our luck. Choose a path and press the C button to start. To cancel, press the B button. Oh, okay. It's a little mini game. Don't get ahead of yourself. Not understanding the character models seems to be consistent, Sparrow says. Alright, C button, C button. What? What is going on? Do I press another button here? What is this? The skeleton of Captain Planet? A bunch of bones made out of the 4 elements. There we go. Hey Derek, welcome in. Welcome to Decap Attack on the Genesis. Okay, unfortunately World 2 looks very similar to World 1. I hope that we get some changing aesthetic as we progress. So far, a little underwhelming in the environmental department. Felt a chill. Oh, let's go down here. What? No, there was an enemy in that? Bogus. That wasn't worth coming down here for at all. Okay, give me my health back. I'm not the, I was never really the biggest fan of Scooby-Doo. I didn't get into that show. My sister liked it a lot when she was a kid. But the thing that got me was like the Scooby-Doo that I always saw when I was a kid was like reruns of an older one where they'd always have like guest stars from the 60s that I had no idea who they were. This week, Scooby in the game, meet Don Knotts. The only time I knew the guest was when it was Batman. And to be fair, that was pretty rad. But, I don't know. I mean, I guess if I watched Scooby-Doo today, I wouldn't know who any of the guests... Like, if they made a new one right now, I wouldn't know who any of the guest stars were either, so... Scooby and the gang never teamed up with Columbo, did they? That would be awesome. I'd like to watch that episode. Well, I don't know. The show does the Scooby-Doo never really did a whole lot for me. I do remember around the time... I do remember, though, that around the time that the Blair Witch Project came out, Probably Cartoon Network. One of those channels did a Scooby-Doo marathon, and it had little interstitials that were a Scooby-Doo sort of parody of the Blair Witch Project. And I remember seeing that and thinking that that was kind of fascinating. That was probably the closest I got to being, like, really engrossed in Scooby-Doo. I always loved it myself. Welcome in, Greg. Great to have you here. Never liked it. Thought it was just me, Aiden says. Yeah, I don't know. I just never got into it. I loved it, Derek says. Don't get not liking it, but each their own, of course. Yeah, I don't know. It never captured me. I think it was more of a preference for Looney Tunes versus Hanna-Barbera, Yaden says. Although I did like the Flintstones. Oh my, Scooby-Doo or the Flintstones. I mean, I would probably take Scooby-Doo over the Flintstones myself. The Flintstones never really worked for me. One thing is for sure, I hated Snagglepuss. I don't think I've ever seen that. I've heard of the character, but I don't know anything about him. I see how this is supposed to work, but I don't... Oh, no. Oh. I understood what I was supposed to do, but I don't know how I'm supposed to do it. Oh, these things stay broken. That's a shame. One thing I'm not going to be on board with this game about. One thing I'm not going to be on board with this game about is that the enemies constantly respawn, but the items never respawn. I don't think that's fair. And I'm not going to be happy about it. I imagine I will repeatedly complain about that as the playthrough progresses. Hey, Pokemon's welcome in. Go get your head. What? Have you lost your mind? I love the Jetsons, but Tom and Jerry didn't do it for me, honestly, Derek says. Oh, I'm the exact opposite. I loved Tom and Jerry. But yeah, again, the Jetsons is just the Jetsons is just the Flintstones with different makeup. Those shows, they just seem, I don't know, they just seem too bored. They just seem too grown up, and that was boring for me. Tom and Jerry's S tier, Pokemon says. I always thought it funny that Tom could never catch Jerry, Greg says. Never dug the Jetsons, Jaden says, but Tom and Jerry is cool. Rewatched Tron, seeing the new one on Sunday, Derek says. Right on. I've yet to see any Tron of any type. Hopefully you have a good time with that one. Yogi Bear was decent. Huckleberry Hound was probably my favorite of the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. I don't feel like I've seen enough. I don't really feel like I've seen enough to know. But like, I don't know that I've ever seen anything with Huckleberry Hound. That's another one. It's just I've heard of it, but. And like Yogi Bear, I don't know. I feel like I must have seen it, but I probably didn't care for it because I don't really remember it. I was wondering if this was like an air current situation. Oh! This game and I are not going to be friends for long if it keeps hiding enemies inside my items. Now, here's a question. Can I swim? I can. Hey, cows, welcome in. Welcome to Decap Attack on the Genesis. So far, pretty alright. It's a little clunky, but what game that I play isn't? I generally like it, but I'm so far, but I'm really concerned that it's gonna be like a no continues kind of game or something. There's gonna be something, because I've heard this game was tough, so there's gonna be something that there's gonna be something that comes along and makes me regret playing this, I'm sure. Pretty alright is glowing praise. I'm trying to guard my heart because, yeah, some sort of disappointment or something is bound to arise. Seems like a good place to hide a secret. They gave me nothing. Swimming is especially easy in this game, considering how easy it is to keep your head above water, Zergling says. I'm not even really sure where my head is right now. Jellyfish. Ah! I forgot those clouds aren't platforms. Jellyfish operates a little bit like a blooper from Mario Bros. Oh, I think I need to go back down there, unfortunately. No! Well, that... Oh no, the enemies can come underwater, too. Alright, that was a mistake. All I did was get myself damaged repeatedly. Silent, shoutouts to Jelly. I just realized something recently. I don't like any of the 3D Mario games besides 64 and Odyssey. Beat Sunshine yesterday. First half is good, second half is not good, Pokemon says. So I haven't played all the 3D Mario games. I've not played the Galaxy games, so I can't weigh in on those. I love Mario 64. I really enjoyed Mario Odyssey. I am not a fan of Mario Sunshine. I think Mario Sunshine is disappointing, and it makes me sad. Pretty much what you said. Like, the first... Mario Sunshine starts off really great, but it is obnoxious to complete. It's a game that starts really, really great, and then it just gets worse the longer you play it. There's so many just broken, just unfinished parts of that game. It's really sad. It's really sad that Nintendo would release a game in that poor of condition. The Galaxy games I haven't played. I like 3D World a lot, though, and particularly the Bowser's Fury part that they added to the Switch version. It's a lot of fun. It does in some ways get repetitive, Bowser's Fury. I can see not liking a particularly repetitive aspect of the game, but the exploration and platforming challenges are a lot of fun. And yeah, I like 3D World a lot. I think that game's a lot of fun. Mario Sunshine's one of my favorites, Derek says. A lot of people feel like that. I'm not one of them. Bowser's Fury is good. 3D World is okay, just not great. I wish that... I would probably really love Odyssey if it didn't have the capture mechanic. That's the thing that kind of annoys me about Odyssey. I like the ability to throw Mario's hat and to jump on it, and theoretically I would like to use it as a projectile attack. But that's one of the problems I have with Odyssey. It's whenever I'm playing that, I try to throw Mario's hat to use it like as a weapon, or for platforming, and then I just constantly end up accidentally capturing enemies that I don't want to capture. And nothing could be more poisonous to the flow of the gameplay than to accidentally get stuck in captures. So that's not fun. If it weren't for the hat, if it didn't have the capture mechanic, it'd probably be my favorite Mario game. Some of the captures, like, the thing is, yeah, I just... maybe if capturing... Because I don't really hate the captures themselves. I mostly just hate that it interrupts the regular gameplay. Like, if it were implemented or handled in a different way, then maybe I could be on board with it, but I just don't. I have less fun than I would without it, I think. Great to see you, Aiden. Thank you for stopping in. Hope that you sleep well, and we'll see you another time. Oh, I found a 1-up. That's nice. There's like an elevator situation over here. No! Big Odyssey over 64. I mean, I don't think that Mario 64 is a completely flawless game without its jankier aspects. But I think I like Mario's movement in Mario 64 the best. Except for Odyssey, minus the capturing interruptions. Like, I don't like the lack of the long jump in Mario Sunshine, and I don't like the lack of the triple jump and the axial locking in Mario 3D World. No! Bogus. Oh, no. The platforms are deadly at the top as well as the bottom. I think 3D World is a good party game. I don't know. I've never played it with another person. Pretty much how most of my gaming goes. I'm fiercely independent. You can grief each other. Am I going the same way I went before? This seems... Oh yeah, I've been here. The blocks stay broken. Toss the penguin off the cliff? The best part of any 3D Mario game. What have penguins done to earn your ire, I wonder? Let's go. Nothing. Sometimes it's just fun to toss a baby penguin. It's hard sometimes to not indulge the devil on our shoulder in the consequence-free environment of a video game, right? Cows are important, penguins are expendable. No! Oh, this area is brutal to navigate. Oh no, and I think it leads to a dead end, and I'm gonna have to go back. Oh, please give me. Something that'll make this easier. Alas. Alright, well, that's why the game is so tough. No continues. Oh. Look at this. Continue. Forget everything I said. Easy game. Alright, we get to continue from the world, not from, Did I not... I didn't go down here before. Did I? I don't think so. Alright, well, no worries. Everything's fine now. Do our items carry over? Our items do not carry over. Alright, well, this is not an itemless run. What does this do? Extend your reach. Oh. It only lasts 10 seconds. That's bogus. The game didn't say anything about a time limit. Had it done, I would have, not used that. You say easy game, I say beatable game. All games are beatable if you're willing to suffer long enough. I want to complain more about there being enemies inside of the item. I don't even know what you call those. Inside of the item boxes, but, But then I remember that my favorite game is Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and I don't want the insurance premiums on my glass house to go up. Unfortunately, a continue feature with no save or password option means that, probably not going to make it through this game in a single night, so we are going to have lots of opportunity to get more familiar with the earlier parts of the game. I say unfortunately, but I am enjoying this one. It's pretty fun so far. I think once I'm more familiar with it too, it's going to be one of those games that's pretty easy to rush through a lot of it. I mean, I'm already kind of rushing past a lot of it. I know I saw Bambi when I was a kid. I don't remember being particularly traumatized by that film, as a lot of people seem to have been. I might have been somewhat... It wasn't a... We didn't own Bambi, so I don't know if I was slightly older when I got around to seeing it. I mean, I know I was still fairly young, but... Pretty sure it's how I learned about life and death. I was a little kid when I watched it. Yeah, I think that's the case for a lot of people. But, I think... I don't know by what, but I'm, you know... just thinking I'd already had, I'd already experienced those lessons in some other form, but I can't think of, what the context would have been. This, you can save the item? You can save the island, this one. Huh. So I think I need to really remember where these you can save objects are. I think that they may prove vital to, like, getting the true ending or something. I think they're gonna not be super compatible with my plan to rush past stuff in our repeated playthroughs. Because I'm gonna have a hard time remembering where these are and finding them again for sure. I guess I want to go for a swim. I'm glad I chose to exercise caution at the last moment there. I learned about life and death from Johnny 5 and Short Circuit. I learned how it doesn't work from the Never-Ending Story. I didn't see the Never-Ending Story as a kid. I have since watched it, not all that long ago either. And thought it was pretty good. Short Circuit was a staple for me. I watched that movie a lot growing up. Spoilers, it ends. Oh, there's the goal. Alright, and there's nothing else over there. Oh! Wait a moment, I could have gone to the goal and skipped the boss? Oh, gross, they live in its back. It's got holes in its back that they live in. Oh, it's so gross. Oh, I hate this boss. That's a real thing, unfortunately? No. No. Oh. I got an AI generated video like that in my feed a week or two ago, and I really seriously thought about just canceling my entire internet subscription. Alright, I don't want to cheese my way past the boss, but I do want to see if it's possible. It is! I assume I'm just supposed to run and not fight this thing that's chasing me. Can I stand on this? No? What? Yes? I missed out on whatever's up there. I figure there's some point at which there's going to be arrows for going up, but that the real move is going to be to stay down. Let's go! I hope every stage in this world is not an auto-scroller. could have been. Oh, this guy looks like he came right out of Mario. But he did before I removed his hard outer shell. Okay, what is the story? This platform? Why does it look so weird if there's no effect? I thought it was going to be, like, sticky or something. Like, it should interfere with my movement. It does nothing. It's funny to hit an enemy, like throw the skull through the enemy to damage it, and then it walks into the skull while it's sitting there and takes the second piece of damage and finishes it off. Silly. A silly game. Was I supposed to go in there? On the other side? How am I to do this? Oh, use the bird. I don't know about that. Yeah, that doesn't give us any height. You can't really bounce off enemies like you can in Mario. Or if you can, I'm not good at it. Oh, yeah, look. I was right, that wasn't the way to go. Well, how do I put... I still can't get in there. Oh, I see. I was wrong about everything, as usual. I can stand on this? That's surprising. Yeah, happy birthday, Derek. Hope you all have a good time. We had some family over for Baby Man's first birthday last week. Had quite the day. He got to try out some cake with strawberries and whipped cream for the first time. He was very suspicious of it. He's been a while picking at it before he was before deciding that it was food. And we got him a big tube to crawl through that he's been enjoying a lot, among several other things. That was his probably most substantial gift, was a big crawling tube. Just never sure what the best direction to explore. You can't jump on the plants. What? Baby Man has started clapping. That's his big thing. He figured out how to clap his hands, and that he gets a big response from people when he does. So now that's his favorite thing to do lately. It's to show off that he can clap his hands. Oh, that's a nice find. If that's permanent. If that's only temporary, then it'll be the most disappointing thing that's ever happened in a video game. Can't wait till he learns a round of applause. I'm trying to think if there's anything else significant that we've done or that he's accomplished. I feel like there's something that I was gonna share and I can't remember what it was. Watched The Jester, my next horror watch for October. It was a pretty decent B indie movie. The Jester. I don't think I've heard of that one. Oh no! I guess we'll get to find out if that was a permanent upgrade. It was. I was already prepared to say it was not. It was difficult to hold back. Let's go. It's a lava situation down here. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I'm probably gonna have to play this again, and I think that those you can save the items are important. I'm gonna make a note about them. So I actually don't know. 1 dash question mark. There was a potion. And that was kind of on the right hand side. I think. Of somewhere. And then 2-3, there was a book. And that was over on the left. If I find more of those, I'm going to write notes about what stage they're on. What if when you guys sleep, Baby Man's actually doing all sorts of cooking and cleaning, doing taxes, but as soon as you wake up, he just claps as if nothing happened? I mean, my only complaint would be like, what's he cleaning? Because it's definitely not our house. See, look at that. There's another one. And this is what? 2-3, I think I'm on? No, 3-2, 3-3? I don't know. What is that? I don't even know. Some kind of plant? Left. Under water. 3- question mark. I'll figure out what level we're on later. Yeah, he goes to the neighbor's house. Nope. Can this enemy be attacked with a punch? Yes. Ooh, 1-up. Oh, nice. I didn't know the 1-ups ran around. They're animate. Oh, that's a dead end. Scary. bogus. I saw what was happening in that situation. 3-3. So I think the potion might always be on the -3 level. Potion. I think the collectible item might always be on the -3 level. It's a potion in World 1. I guess I'm just going to call it the potion every time, even though I know it's a book and a plant on the other levels. Please. Enemies, please. Whoa! No! I didn't know that was going to loop back around to there. I thought I was clever going up there. So this should be a boss stage, and I wonder if I can skip the boss on this stage too. Nope. I was about to say, I wonder when he becomes vulnerable. Okay, I did not expect the fireball to fall downward like that. It's a very misleading trajectory. Ah, no! He can hit me on contact. I wasn't sure. So it'd be nice to get there and have an extra hit, but the thing is about this game that you, the items don't respawn, so even if there is an extra health item, it's gone now, so... Getting there with an extra hit is not something I'm going to be allowed to do. Just trying to walk under that plant. Always light green. I can't hit him. Victory? Victory. Let's go. Like, sure, there's probably some way to solve this bonus game, but not really. Oh, starting out underwater, eh? What? There's nothing up here? Oh, why? But why? There's a secret area, and then they didn't put anything in it. That's so disappointing. What? Bogus enemy. That enemy, that like swimming hedgehog fish, looks like it's like trying to be the mascot for a 90s console all on its own. Why is it able to move through my punches like that? That's so annoying. It has double health, that's the problem. Takes 2 hits. I don't know why that potion looks so different from the others. Can go down there. This is kind of a big level. The only game where you're encouraged to get ahead of yourself. Okay, getting back out of here might prove to be really very difficult. That wasn't bad. So the next stage should have an important collectible. So I'm going to take the note. And it'll have a boss that I may or may not be able to skip. Loitering doesn't pay. Best you head off. Oops, wrong button. The potential for puns of this game is overwhelming. Oh my. Oh my, circling. The potential for puns is head and shoulders above the rest. Just face it. This has got to be it, right? Let's go. There's a key. That's left across lava. If y'all don't stop, I'm gonna call my mummy. Don't do that. It pharaohs me around too much already. Underwater levels are very Alex Kidd and Miracle World. I've never played any of the Alex Kidd games, but I'm vaguely aware of them. They're Master System games. I haven't figured out if I can play... I think I can play Master System games on the Genesis. I haven't ever tried one yet, though, but I think they're supposed to work. Well, I was thinking of via use of a flash card. A flash card. Sega did make a lot of adapters. Yeah, and you know what? I feel like I've heard of an adapter that even does that. The extra life is running away. Master System Converter. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of obnoxious that the enemies can kind of fly over my attack to run into me. Why would I ever want to go up there? Because there's a ton of enemies down here, that's why. I gotta stop hitting that button by accident. I'm driving myself crazy. No, there's no NES to SNES adapter. There's an SNES to... There's a Game Boy adapter for the Super NES. But not an NES one. I'm sure Sega made a flux capacitor at some point for its systems. Mr. Fusion. This might be the boss arena. Oh no, in which case, this bird out of here, I might have missed my chance to cheese my way past the boss. Which I was probably supposed to do off of that very top corner. Go for it anyway. Aw, no cheese. This feels like a Dr. Robotnik device. Right down to the wire. Let's go. Please don't immediately run into an enemy. Even the way the screen sets it up and the music fades is very Sonic. Wow, that machine gave me 3 extra lives. So it looks like there are 3 more worlds. This is a big game. It's not that big. 7 times, only 21 stages. Actually seems like it's probably a really short game once you get comfortable running through it. Probably be... The speedrun for this is probably incredibly short. Oh, that's a platform? Come on. Come on. This is a platform? Get out of here. This might be the nicest level of, the nicest looking level I've seen so far. Trouble with it is it makes me think of, there's a Wild West themed level in Bubsy, and anything that reminds me of Bubsy is not good. Even the beanstalk makes me think of Bubsy. I like the peach hue. It would have been too out of place in a late 80s living room. Our living room has fake wood paneling, and it might be real wood, but it's like cheap laminate paneling. And what I imagine was a very vibrant orange carpet back in the 1960s, but would not be described. So complimentary today. Albuquerque. Remind me to take that left turn. Everything is a weird sandstone pink in Albuquerque. Extra hit, don't mind if I do. That counts as reaching the goal, even though it was a floor below us. I'm not... Oh, I imagine I gotta run away from this guy. Okay, this stage might be tough. Watched the very first episode of The Simpsons yesterday. It's surreal because I remember it. I was 6 years old when it aired in Australia. I do recall sitting with the family in the lounge watching The Simpsons with them from the get-go. Everybody's watching old Simpsons episodes lately. Been told by at least 2 other people that they've been working their way through the series. Someone's up to season 7 and someone's up to season 30 something. I can remember what they told me, but I can't remember who told me what. Run! Let's go. That stage was tricky. If the special item was hidden on that stage, then I am in bad shape. Don't feel bad, I'm not. Not doing the rewatch. Not yet. It's scary how much of a time capsule it is now. It just kept going. There hasn't been a sad ending, and maybe when it finally does end, it'll feel more cathartic than sad. Yeah, I heard about the new Simpsons movie. I thought that maybe it would end there. I really don't expect The Simpsons to end until a core cast member passes away. I got a microscope. It's just kind of there on the stage. Between two beanstalks. Easy. That one is not hard to find. I really doubt I'm going to first try this boss damageless. It's a rad 90s mole. Look at those shades. I got greedy. I figured that was gonna happen, but I had to experiment to see because I wasn't sure if it would attack while I was attacking it. Now I know. I learned the lesson I was trying to learn. No! I jumped too high. I was trying not to, but the default jump is all the way up there. Okay, that's where the secret item is. Oh, no, the ghost! I'm not gonna have any extra hits for the boss. Taking way too much damage on the way there. Hey, Shadow Play, welcome in. He needs those shades for the underground sun. I mean, I guess the core of the Earth is kind of like an underground sun. Not to step on your joke. Ah! I don't think he's digging that deep. You're almost certainly correct. Hey, Tommy, good to see you. Enjoying this game? It's pretty alright. Oh, I didn't see that the number of 1-ups we get is also on at roulette. Until just now. And I rolled the worst number. It's, alright, Ice World, let's go. It's, we have ice physics? I can't actually tell, I don't think so. It's a little clunky, and... that's it, it's just a little clunky. It's mostly pretty good, though. I'm enjoying it. The movement and the jumping's really good. The attack is not super satisfying. This enemy is super bogus. What? I don't understand what hit me. Controllers felt a bit slippery to me, Shadowplay says. The things about the control is just the turning around is weird because it does this thing. I don't know, I don't really feel... I wouldn't describe it as slippery myself. I'm supposed to be climbing my way up there. I think it's a game that must have an incredibly short speed run. I would fully expect the speedrun time for this game to be very, very short. There's a bit of exploring you can do in the levels, but it's very largely unnecessary. And there's a lot you can jump. There's a lot you can just jump and flutter over. Maybe slippery isn't the right word, it just feels weird to me. Don't like that turning around thing, yeah. I don't really like that, and sometimes they try to be cute and do that, like, thing like that, oh, I'm in the air kind of thing that cartoons like to do. And that's just not really fun. One of those things, like, that and the turning around, it's one of those things where they sacrifice gameplay for a cute visual, and that's always a bad idea. I don't even make games, and I understand that. And I don't know why so many people who actually make games don't. That might be why I feel like I like 8-bit games in general more than 16-bit games. Because I don't think with 8-bits, I don't think developers did that as much with 8-bit games. It was when they got the increase to 16 bits that they were like, oh, we can do cute animations now. And they employed them to the detriment of the gameplay far too often. I really thought I should be on my way to something cool down there, not the mandatory path. Now I gotta go all the way back to explore the other part. I thought this was gonna be the secret path. Oh. I actually feel like I was half right. Oh no, I can't go up there. Oh, that's bogus. This flutter jump is really good. Oh yeah, no, I'm well aware, yeah, I'm acutely aware that Super Ghouls and Ghosts is a 16-bit game. Fortunately, they didn't plague Arthur with any of that same, like, any of the same nonsense. I say that sometimes, like, you know, when people are talking about what their favorite consoles are, because the thing is, like, I really think the NES is probably my favorite console, but it doesn't have my favorite game, weirdly enough. I think that's probably pretty atypical. I think that probably you wouldn't find a lot of people who would say their favorite game is not on their favorite console. We need a demake. I need someone to demake Super Ghouls and Ghosts for the NES. That'd probably be pretty cool. I'd like to see that game in 8 bits. I've never heard a more frowny sentence. As a kid, I preferred the 16-bit era by a country mile. Maybe it's because I was stuck with 8-bit systems. I mean, I don't dislike 16 bits. Don't interpret my complaining to mean that I dislike 16-bit games. And yeah, probably I liked them better as a kid. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Probably I liked them better in general as a kid. But there's I'm charmed by the simplicity of 8-bit graphics frequently. I like the aesthetic better, and I usually feel like I like the physics of 8-bit games better than the physics of 16-bit games. 16-bit games do, in general, tend to feel more slippery to me. But, you know, there's some Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, Yoshi's Island, like, there's some 16-bit games that are much beloved by me. I know, and I was just moments ago denying slipperiness, and now I hear it. Now here I am asserting it. More effort and more CPU cycles to implement rudimentary physics to the detriment of gameplay, perhaps. '16 bit era might be we did this just because we can now. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking about too. Like I think there's some of that going on with like character animations and Like Bubsy does that. Bubsy does that thing where, like, when you walk off a ledge, he plummets to his death. So you have to be careful all the time. Like, even though, like, there is a platform below you and it's a fall you should be able to make if you're too high up, it just wants to do this, like, oh golly, I walked off an edge animation, and that animation kills you. What in the world am I supposed to do here? I can't jump that high. Was there a... Nope, I can't go in there. What do you want me to do, game? Can't. Okay, I just need to be running faster. I see. I couldn't get the speed I needed because the enemies had me scared. Threw it the wrong way. I recall seeing on TV during Christmas sales parents refusing to buy the Super NES or Genesis for their kids, citing that it was just a scam to get them to buy the same thing. It's kind of amusing to see that these days. I like the alleged utilitarian eye of the parents who were able to discern necessary minimums from the fairy dust and extra trimmings. Well, the thing is, like, there is kind of a point to that. Like, I don't know that there is necessarily any reason that the Super NES couldn't have been designed to a form factor that would be backward compatible with the NES. If they had wanted to design it that way. I don't know anything about hardware though, so you know, I'm a big dummy about everything tech, so maybe there is some reason it would have been impossible, and there's no universe in which there could be a backward compatible Super NES, but I just think that there probably could have been. If that had been something they wanted to prioritize. Well, well, I definitely get your point. I don't think Donkey Kong Country was the greatest game to pick because seeing like anything on the NES and Donkey Kong Country side by side makes the NES look like it's made of stones. Their first foray into the tech world where things upgrade and become obsolete, often for no good reason. Yeah, I don't necessarily think that problem has improved with time either. These enemies with the hammer feel very much like something out of Super Mario. I mean, probably just because they're walking around with hammers. Let's go! There's probably no way to get over there on that other side. Can't jump through those. Ah! This ice level is surprisingly claustrophobic. I was just thinking, please don't be an enemy, and well, it was. Donkey Kong Country is a clever way to make the SNES look more capable than it was. Almost like printing some 20-inch rims on a Xerox and taping it over your hubcaps. It's still a wheel. It's still functional, but it's merely a facade. Hey, it's fine by me. Now I'm well aware that they took, like, you know, they converted 3D graphics into sprites, but it worked. And for me, like, also, like, kind of so much the better, because I generally think I prefer 2D games over 3D games, so. Had Donkey Kong Country been an actual 3D game, there would have been less for me to like about it. I would not have thought that way as a kid. These are exclusively old man Frownie opinions. I think I just missed my shot at ever getting that item. No, this is gonna take all night. That has got to be the, that item is so hard to get to, it's gotta be the, like, special thing for this world. And I am not leaving here without it. I will game over and continue 1,000 times before I will leave this stage without that item. Where do you draw the line? Is vegan bacon perfectly acceptable? I don't think I've ever eaten vegan bacon. So, maybe. Cool, that stuff doesn't even respawn now. Okay, well, the way these enemies work is thoroughly annoying. Really what they did for Donkey Kong Country isn't much different than what they did for Mortal Kombat, right? Like for Mortal Kombat, they took live action and turned it into sprites. They basically did the same thing for Donkey Kong Country, just with like 3D assets. Oh, I made it! Somehow I made it! Oh no, that wasn't even the thing? It was just this? That's not even that good. Oh, I backed away from that too early. Okay, I think I can still go over there, though. This is not a bonus path, this is the critical path. Oh, I see. Magnifying glass. Go right over lava on left. That'll make sense. They've stitched together slideshows of complex data from another realm. Donkey Kong Country is like the first time I remember like knowing about a video game in advance and looking forward to it in anticipation. Before that, like I don't remember any other examples of like seeing a commercial for a video game or knowing about one before like I just received it as a gift or it just appeared in our home. Or, you know, showed up on a shelf of the rental store. I don't recall seeing any other game advertised before that and thinking, oh, I really want that. And, like, looking forward to it. And making plans to get it. Donkey Kong Country is the first time that happened. For me. I think that's Mario Party for me, Cal says. I like the commercials for Mario. I liked the commercials for Mario Party. Where the police are dragging him off, and he's like, "But it's a me, Mario." And they're like, "Yeah, tell it to the judge." Probably the first. So the thing is, like with Donkey Kong Country, I got one of those tapes from Nintendo. Like, I was a Nintendo Power subscriber, but I got some of those tapes anyway. I think because my parents had used like a mail-in offer. I think when my parents bought the Super NES, it came with a... It came as part of a deal where, like, it came with a thing that if you mailed it in, you got a free copy of Mario All-Stars. And because my parents made use of that, we got those Nintendo Power tapes when they came out. So, however much it costs to run off and mail out one of those tapes, Nintendo got their money's worth from me because it sure sold a copy. I think Yoshi's Island was maybe the first game that I decided to buy based on like a regular television commercial. I mean, you know, my familiarity and enjoyment of Super Mario World would have been a major factor, so it wasn't just the commercial, but... That's the first, like, regular TV ad I think I saw, where I saw, like, oh, I want that game. Tell it to the judge line was a playground staple, Cal says. Oh. Alright. We do have the ability to continue, which is good, but it will put me at the back at the start of the world, unfortunately. So we're gonna... I lost that extra heart that I had, too. That's a shame. But I think I can remember where to get it from. You can't even jump on those enemies? Those enemies are the worst. Gotta get going soon and start dinner. It's been great having you here, Sparrow. Thank you again for the song. I hope to be using that, give that a listen to, and be using that very soon. And have a great dinner. I had broccoli and a pork burger for dinner tonight. Had pork burgers the past 3 nights, and I've got 1 night's worth left. So I already know what I'm doing tomorrow. Though I might have to have a different vegetable, because I used up the last of the bag of broccoli I was working on. And then, let me see, that's what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. So, Thursday, I think I've got some frozen chili I can have on Thursday. I don't know what I'm going to do about Friday. Bacon and eggs. I gotta get to Monday. On Monday I can grill again. Or, did I say Monday? Saturday. Saturday I can grill again if it doesn't rain. I'm trying to do, you know, I've talked about it a few times, but I'm trying to do more like meal prep of a sort. Where I try to, I've been using my grill a lot. I've been trying to grill several nights worth of proteins that I can just reheat throughout the week, and then have just like frozen vegetables as the side. So, make some pretty tasty food that's pretty easy to put together all around. I have historically not been super good with like managing like meal prep and leftovers. So this has been a significant change for me. If you haven't heard it yet, don't thank me. We're trying and absolutely failing? I don't remember what that was in reference to. I've been doing pretty well about keeping consistent with my, like, clean eating and physical activity routines. I've been, sticking pretty solidly to my plan. I've only had two meals off, 2 cheat meals since August 25th, and not planning to have another one until maybe Halloween. So about 1 every 3 weeks. But I'm consistently doing 30 minutes on the stationary bike, 6 days a week. And I'm trying to do strength training 3 days a week, but it's been more like 2. Because I've been trying to do it every other day, but I'm more realistically been doing it every 3rd day. So it's a little bit harder to make the time. It's a little bit harder to make the time to do both things, to do the bike and to do strength training later in the day. And I did it today, and my sets were real bad. So I accomplished it, but I didn't feel great about it today. But I think I was also like fatigued from having too few calories the day before. I accidentally ate a bit too light yesterday, I think. Excellent. I was hoping that was the, that's not where I remembered. That's not what I remembered the area with the extra heart looking like. Hey, oh, the meal prep stuff, Sparrow says. Yeah, it's tough. Just prepping one part of the meal, though, is working really well for me. Because if I prep the protein and I can just reheat it in the microwave, then, like, to do some frozen vegetables on the stovetop just takes like 10 minutes. So it's great. It's a great time saver. My trouble with meal prep was trying to pre-prep the whole meals before, I think, and just pre-prepping the protein is way easier. Anything you do in advance is a time save for sure. I mean, almost like definitionally, right? I've been pretty good in the past about like chilies and pasta sauces. Like, I'm good at making those in giant batches that I can eat over several nights, but I hadn't really been good about much else until I started making heavy use of my grill here lately. Okay. So I learned some of this nonsense I don't have to go out of my way for again, because I learned that some of these things that are hard to get to are time wasters. That other item just has an enemy inside, so I'm not going to mess with that. Would be nice to go down there and get that extra hit, but it's just far too difficult. Okay, you do have to recollect this item every time. That's not really surprising. Lost about 20 pounds this year. Lose myself on the elliptical about 5 to 6 days a week. Playing Hearthstone for about an hour. Very well done. I weighed in this morning 24 pounds lighter than when I started in August. But, like, it's... My numbers go up and down. Like, they bounce around a bit as I just assume from shifts in water retention. Right, because I'll always weigh in heavier the day after I do, like, strength training or something. Because, like, I assume my muscles are, like, swollen from the day before, or, like, retaining water. So, but that was my lowest weigh-in so far. I'm 24 pounds down this morning. Yeah, it'll probably be back up again tomorrow, but like I said, fluctuates a bit. Hey, palms for both of you. Thank you, cows. It's going pretty good. I just gotta keep, sticking with it. I've never used an elliptical machine. I don't really know. I've heard the term before, but I don't really know what kind of machine those are. I just use the stationary bike because we have it. And, like, it's not really, feasible for me to, like, go out and, like, go for a jog or something. I used to do that. I used to go for long walks and jogs fairly often when we lived in Houston, but... It's difficult to do that. It's difficult to do that with a baby man. And, also just in Wisconsin, like, the road becomes unjoggable in the winter. And in our neighborhood, there's a lot of people that let their dogs run loose. And so it just doesn't feel very safe to go very far from our yard. Mimics a skiing motion. Alright. Yeah, so I know what kind of machine that is. We've had the stationary bike for a long time, and it's actually Jelly's idea to buy it. She bought it for herself, but I'm the one that uses it all the time. Be careful, I was attacked by a dog about 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm pretty paranoid about that. So yeah, I don't, loose dogs at night is not a good mix. I've never been attacked by a dog myself, but I've had some scary encounters. And I've had family members that have been pretty badly hurt by them before. It's hard to tell what... Well, actually counts as a hit against this guy. I don't think any of this is doing damage. Is that it? What a weird boss. Yeah. Alright, I think there's probably one more world left. Gonna turn it into a Decap-a-thon. I mean, there's at least one more world left. There might be two. Might be a world to reattach the head, and then a final world after that. From what I've heard, the PAL version of this game is very different, so I could look into playing that one if we finish this one. And we want some more Decap Attack in our lives. Which I definitely feel like I would be up for. Probably gonna have to do this world twice anyway, so. It's not that bad to lose right there. I do wish that I had not been so delayed to get started tonight. I was all set up. I was all ready to start the stream on time, and then I got down here and my computer just wasn't working. I had to restart it. That's not even a... Oh, this was definitely not worthwhile to come down here. Hey, Duck Something, welcome in. Is this good? This game's really good. I like this game a lot. It's a little janky. It's not perfectly polished, but it's not bad. I don't really know how to use that, springy platform. I still haven't figured that out. Excellent presentation. It's got really good music. It looks pretty alright. The first few environments are kind of samey. So for the first couple worlds, the game doesn't really look very exciting. I mean, it looks fine, but it's just... everything looks kind of similar for a while. But it gets better as it goes on. No, that's an extra life, and it's getting away. I died on my way to collect the extra life. That's my story. That's a sad story. That hedgehog fish is the worst enemy in the game. It's very difficult to fight. It won't leave me alone once it gets activated. Oh, that's a shame. How am I supposed to get through here? Like that. It was easy. I thought it wasn't, but it was. Nope, I activated him too soon. Okay, somehow we're okay. Really need some extra health. Nice! That enemy despawned, and I got a piece of health. Oh, they were both enemies. Is this the end of the stage? Thank goodness. That was a tough stage. Oh yeah, the Switch Online Virtual Boy. Yeah, I heard about that. I saw they made a, they're making a Virtual Boy accessory that looks, spectacularly terrible. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed with Nintendo. I think they're doing this just to tease me, because my big thing leading up to the Switch 2 was I consistently said that for the Switch 2, I wanted it to be a dedicated VR machine, and to be called the Virtual Boy 2. When everyone was speculating about what it would be. That was not what I thought it would be, that's what I wanted it to be. Nintendo knows that Frownie is the only person who will purchase the Virtual Boy reboot, and it's how Nintendo is going to get him to buy a Switch 2. Well, I mean, it would be a brilliant plan, but I imagine that 100% of the Virtual Boys they release are going to be bought up by scalpers in the first, like, 30 seconds that they exist. And you won't be able to buy one for less than $10,000 on eBay, so I probably won't end up getting one. Were that not the case, I absolutely might. It's unfortunate the way lava works in this game. Lava is an instant kill. I wish I remembered where that one-up that I was not able to collect was. I'd like to pretend I have a chance at it this time. What was I gonna say? I had a thought, but it fled my head. I imagine I'll buy a Switch 2 when Mario Maker 3 is announced. I like, I mean, I've spent almost no time with Mario Maker 2, sadly. I theoretically enjoy, I theoretically enjoy Mario Maker games. I enjoy them about as much as someone who doesn't play them can. I played a lot of Mario Maker 1, but I never really got around to playing much of the second one. Not nearly enough, anyway. You know, I got a few hundred hours out of it, but I would have expected a lot more. Mario Maker 3 for the Virtual Boy. Let's go. Why did I even bother to do that? The exit's right down here. All I did was take damage for no reason. That was exceedingly unclever. Oh, the way lava works in this is a shame, because lava is a one-hit kill, but when it hits you, it bounces you up, so it looks like if you're near the land, you should be able to have an opportunity to save yourself, but it just doesn't work that way. It just gives you false hope. That's the whole stage? This stage is so short. Why is the stage so short? Were they running out of space on the cartridge? Okay, gotta find the special item. Oh, I didn't even know this guy could turn around. That enemy is the worst. Get him out of my life. What? The first hit didn't count? Okay, we gotta see what's in the other direction, too. Nothing in that item. What am I even above over here? Is it lava? It is lava. Interesting. That's a useful item. I'm gonna use another one. Nice. I don't tend to use the items. That's my first time really, well, it's the second time I've used an item the whole game. I've been causing myself a lot of unnecessary agony, as usual. Okay, let me make a note about that trophy. 7-3 trophy underwater behind wall. Nothing. That wasn't even worth it. Like I could have also gone down over there. I'm disinclined to experiment with my health being so low right now. Thought it seemed like I was getting close to a boss arena. Where's he going? I feel like running over here was a mistake. Oh, we can run in front of him. I can punch him in the face, too. Oh. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I thought I was dead. That was me hitting the wrong button. No! We turned him green and then I perished. Okay, I still have a life. Be careful, because I can't get any health back because I've already opened all the items, and I can't get another skull to throw. Go down here? I didn't go down here before. Oh, I did not want to go down here. Oh, rip. That was a huge mistake. Those green enemies are just, they're functionally invincible. The frog plants, I don't have anything that works against them. I guess that screen clearing potion would work against them, but I don't like having to use that as the solution. Alright, well, we're showing up. I've got a little bit more health and a little bit more wisdom than I had the first time, so No! I took damage the very first second I arrived. I'm not doing better. I jumped into his face. Maybe using some potions wouldn't be the worst idea. There were not two of these enemies in here before. Nothing. No! Ah! Why am I so good at running into the rocks? Ooh, is that Jelly? Welcome in. I need to end the stream soon, but I'm so far along in the game that I don't want to throw my progress away either. I got greedy. I thought he was gonna throw too. Dead. Just popping in for a quick hello. Hey, thank you, Jelly. Well, unfortunately, I think that, oh, that was my last continue anyway? Well, look at that. You only get 3 continues. I was gonna say, unfortunately, I have to throw our progress away, but guess what? I lost it anyway. Well, that's going to be the stream for tonight, my friends. This game is fun. We'll play it again next week. We'll probably play it again on Tuesday next week. Happy? Question mark? Coincidence? Yeah. I've got my notes from before, so I think we'll do all right. I think I'm pretty sure I can beat this game. I think that was probably the final boss. It's a shame not to get it in one go, but ah, well. So we'll play this again next Tuesday, and who knows, maybe we will play the PAL version of the game as well. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Cows. Thank you, Jelly, Tommy, Duck something, Buddha Fingers. Not planning a stream tomorrow, but do plan to be back on Thursday. We'll play more Monkey Island. It'd be nice to get that one finished up. It's been a pretty fun game, but I would like the space on the schedule for more spooky stuff. I think on Sunday we're going to start a playthrough of Chakan the Forever Man. And if I finish Monkey Island, we're going to replace that with Scooby-Doo Mystery. So that'll be all spooky Genesis games on the schedule, if we can make it to that point. And if we finish any of these, then I've got some others in mind, but I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. So we'll just have to see how far along we get. Yeah, so Thursday should be same time as tonight, 11 to 3. I'm trying to make all my streams 11 to 3, and we're trying to do Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and every other Friday. But we'll see. We'll see how well I can make it happen. I'm gonna send us over to Nar, doing retro achievements on the NES, playing Uninvited. Looks like a point-and-click game. I should probably not get too spoiled on this one. Sounds good? Yeah, I'm hoping I can make this schedule work. I can do this same time, and if I can do it 3 or 4 nights a week. It'd be nice to do Wednesdays as well, but I think it's unrealistic to push for that many days. So hopefully I'll see you again on Thursday, my friends. If not then, sometime real soon. But thank you very much for being here tonight. This is a good game. This was a fun night. This is a good one. So I won't regret coming back to this on Tuesday. But yeah, thank you, my friends. Be well, and hopefully I'll see you soon. We're all done for tonight. It's time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.